The protests might be happening more than 6,000 miles away. But for some Midlanders, the conflict in Hong Kong has hit close to home. Janice Williams is a teacher from Wolverhampton and now lives in Hong Kong with her son Harry, who's 10. She's meant to be flying back next week for the new school year. But after seeing videos of violent demonstrations, she's scared to go home.
This is not the Hong Kong that I know. Are we safe when we go back? We don't know. It's quite devastating. It's quite devastating. Some of the injuries that have been coming out, it's very upsetting to think this is how Hong Kong could be, because it's never a violent place. In my 12 years, it's never been like this at all.
The protests in Hong Kong are in their 3rd month now and show no sign of stopping. The clashes between pro-democracy campaigners and the police are becoming more violent and confrontational. One man who knows all about policing in Hong Kong is Peter Evans. He moved there in 1984 to work as a police officer, before moving back to Birmingham when the city returned from British to Chinese rule.
The nice thing about Hong Kong was everyone got on well. You rarely saw any fights in the street or anything like that. It was just a place that worked and everyone was happy living there. Seeing that kind of thing, you just can't believe it, really. It affects the police, and they're in the front line, and I certainly feel a lot of empathy towards them.
The Foreign Office's advice to travellers is that they should be prepared that the situation around protests and public gatherings could change quickly, with the potential for significant violence. Janice is hopeful things will get better, and she has no plans to leave just yet.
It's not going to stop me from going back, because that's our home. I've lived there for 12 years. He's born and raised there. So we will be going back and we will be staying, because we're not ready to go yet.
Even though the demonstrations seem to have no end in sight, like many others in Hong Kong, Janice and Peter are hoping for a peaceful resolution. Mojo Abidi, ITV News.